Here I am, my profane friends, at the St Benet's Minster Catholic Church. You know what I mean? And who do you reckon runs this church, eh? I mean Beccles. Who do you reckon runs this church? I'll give you a clue. With these fleur de pisses, you know what I mean? And the old square and calm piss gate, you know what I mean? Who do you reckon runs this Catholic church, eh? I mean, let's go have a look. They've put the old Luciferian all-seeing eye, you know, the one on the dollar bill, you know what I mean? You got the pyramids, you got the Masonic arches, and you got the three windows is a good freaking hint. And then you got your little pyramid obelisk, which is 4 square from when you look down on it, of course. I mean, that one's been blocked in, more than likely for Luciferian purposes. But anyway, let's have a look at these windows. Dodgy as nuts, you know what I mean? I mean, look at the windows. Let's just have a look what we got here. Now, apart from the pyramids, the square and the calm piss, as you can see in there, I mean, there's a lot of squares within them circles, isn't there? And there's a lot of circles within them squares. So we've got circles. These are all 4 square. There's only 3, look, because it's 4 square, it's 666, 666, you see. Then you've got the circles within circles, you've got your pyramids. Oh, baby. They're nonsense within churches. No bounds, you know what I mean, my profane friends. But what actually made me stop, and again, look, can you see the little pyramids, look, with the all-seeing eye? See? Their God knows no bounds in decimation. Again, we've got the configuration of the square and the campus on the door again. Look. Can you see it, look? Square, campus. See? Can you see the square and the campus right on the door, look? Decimated the church as you enter. Obviously the firmament. You got your circle and you got your square. You see what I mean, my profane friends? Decimation. And what's that there? I can't understand that one. What is that? What is that there? Is that like the square and calm piss Masonic floor? The Masonic floor and the square and the calm piss. How interesting indeed, with the 3 great columns of Freemasonry of Doric, Ironic and Silly, whatever the other one is. But each one of these, look, you see, look, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. So you get 6 columns on each, which is 4 square, and then you get a ruddy great big pyramid on top. But what is that there? That's nothing Masonic, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Nothing Masonic there, my profane friends. You know what I mean? What's going on? What's going on? It must belong to them and all, look, with the 6 windows, look, honouring their 6 Luciferian God. I mean, what is going on with this? Let's have a look. I mean, it's nothing Masonic here, I'm telling you. With all these pyramid squares and calm pisses. Again, another door that's been designed to look like a square and a calm piss. There's your calm piss. There's your square. Wonderful how they've done it, innit? It's wonderful. And you've got their little monsters all the way around, look, all their gods. All the honouring the gods, the dead, around the firmament. You know what I mean? You can see the square and the campuses going all the way around here as well. But there it is, my profane friends. Nothing Masonic, nothing desecrated or decimated. You know what I mean? You can't even walk over here without seeing the square and the campus. Look what they've done there. You know. Oh baby, they decimated the steps and desecrated the stairs. See what I mean? The square and campus is everywhere. But there you go, my profane friends. Nothing Masonic on this church. I don't need to say anymore, do I? I mean, all the squares and the campuses. Oh, what's going on? Boop. What's going on? It's gone funny. I know, there it is. Squares, circles and pyramids, my profane friends. And it all means something. It's just that you guys didn't know, and neither do I. You know what I mean? Actually, I do know what it means. Fucking hell, can you believe it? Look, what is it? It's actually 2 circles, 3 squares and 2 circles, look. So it's actually 2, 3, 2. See it, look? 2 circles on the right, and in the middle you got 3 squares and then 2 circles. It's actually 2, 3, so it's Masonic cubes in the windows to their Masonic God. See, once you work it out and what these little twats are up to, look at them, look. Sick people indeed, you know, and they're running your parish councils, they're telling people what to do on the pulpits. Now look at this one. They made a special set of gates here because they're a bit longer, so they made the double diamond. But what does the double diamond make? You know what the double diamond make. Look, square and compass once, square and compass twice. What's the middle? 2, 3, 2, which we know is the Masonic cube, so it's 6, 6, 6. And then you get the fleur de pis. Look, 3 and 3 for 33 degree. There's 3 of them, yeah. So it's 3, 6, 6, 6. But no one understands it. You see what I mean? 3 per leaves, third of 33, so it's 6, 6, 6. And then you've got your square and compass 6, square and compass 6, and then 2, 3, 2. So who do you think's got the voice on this? And even looking from above here, look, does the same points, squares and circles, I believe. You know what I mean? Oh, their little minge. See, they've even put, look, even on the top of the sign, look, they just couldn't resist putting that obelisk. Can you see the obelisk, look? Right on top, look, you see that little obelisk, look? Attention to detail, you know? You know, obviously that's the fleur de pis. But there it is, look, the little obelisk of Satan. Couldn't resist it. And there it is, my profane friends, you know what I mean? Fleur de pis, 6, 6, 6. And we know 2 diamonds make the square and compass twice, and the Masonic cube in the middle. So it's 6, 6, 6. You know what I mean? And obviously there, you've got a good hint there that it's a freaking decimated church. Even the door, look, you know what I mean, with all that Masonic square and compass all over it. You know what I mean? Anyway, my profane friends, stick with the Beccles church, you'll be well in. But that's the sort of video that you can make that can get you killed within any village or town or city. You know what I mean? They send their corrupt career criminals that run, or actually they call themselves businessmen, and they're the ones that'll come and kill you. You know what I mean? Because they don't like you. They don't like you profane knowing anything. And like I say, when it get close to you lot actually working out who they are and what they are and taking the power back from them, that's when they cause a war. And anyone in that war who's a threat to them is killed, maimed, or daimed. You know what I mean? You know, they're well hammered. Anyway, have a great day. Remember, I love you. Even the houses, look, they're all, you know, they're all marked. Look, you see it? All the houses around here marked. All the village, the complete village is completely Masonic. It's well endowed with Masonic symbolism. Anyway, have a great day, my profane friends.